Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Bunnahabhain Moine. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Bunnahabhain Moine. This is the second of 3 Bunnahabhain reviews that I'm doing. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll put a link in the description so you can check that out. And if you'd like to see the third one, then why not subscribe to my channel. Bunnahabhain Moine is a peated expression from the Islay distillery, and Moine means peat in Scots Gaelic. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whiskey. Right, so before I start nosing and tasting, I will point out that this is bottled at 46.3% ABV. It's non-chill filtered and uncoloured like the rest of the Bunnahabhain range. Let's have a look at the colour. I'd say that's like a deep gold. It really is a nice shade. Although this is a non-age statement whiskey, I believe the liquid in it is typically around 6 years old. Let's start with the nose. Okay, so the first thing I notice, apart from some peat, is it's very sweet. It's like sweet icing sugar. There's like a smouldering, like ashy bonfire. There's a hint of burnt rubber in there. I get a hint of tropical fruit in the background. There's some shortbread biscuit. And there's also some ginger. It really is a great combination of flavours. Let's try it on the palate. Right, this really is punchy. So the first thing I get is an intense, like burnt, smoking twigs. You know, when you've sort of stuck a twig or a stick in a bonfire and it's not really really light, but it's smoking lots. That sort of smell that it gives off, that's what I'm tasting with this. Let's have another sip. Yeah, that really is intense, and along with that, you get that sweet powdered sugar. It really is lovely sort of juxtaposition, that sweetness and that smoke. And along with that, you get some heat that's starting to build, and then a little bit of peppery prickle with that. Obviously, it doesn't overwhelm the taste buds. That prickle it's there, but it's not dominant. The smoke and the sweetness are what dominate. And along with that, there is an ever so slight sort of chemical tang, possibly even slightly metallic, but it's not off-putting. It is there, but it's not off-putting. It really is in the background, but it's something I'm picking up. Well, I don't know what to say. It really is lovely. Let's have one more sip. Yeah, I think they've got this right. The combination of that peat and smoke level and that sweetness that comes through, it really does do quite well. It works for my palate. You know, I don't like anything too peaty, but actually the intensity of this is quite high, but I'm really quite enjoying it. In terms of finish, most of that intensity of the smoke does fade, and then you're left with that sort of sweet vanilla from that sort of sugar flavour that I was picking up. It's got quite a long finish, and surprisingly there's no dry wood there, which is something I often pick up with whiskies on the finish. I think the way that smoke and sweetness works on the palate, it actually stops that dry wood note from coming through. For me, in terms of value, this retails for around 37 to 40 pounds. You can find it for around the £35 mark, and at that price I think it's not bad from a decent sized distillery on Islay. You know, they really have refined their craft really well, so you are getting a quality product. But probably not something that I'd buy another bottle of, because I'm not a massive peat fan. It is something that, you know, the combo of flavours is nice. I am enjoying this, but probably one bottle might be enough. But you never know, as it goes down, it might change. A lot of whiskies do change character a little as they get a little bit more air in the bottle and a little bit more time. If this sounds up your street, then I'll put a link in the description, and if it doesn't, then I'll see you for the next one. Sauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.